We just saw Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn, and the movie absolutely lived up to the hype. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things Birds of Prey got right and wrong. For this list, we're only focusing on how accurate or inaccurate the movie's protagonists were in regards to the spirit of the source material, and not its overall plot points of villains. So as fantastic as Ewan McGregor was as Black Mask, he won't be an entry.
It is to laugh, huh, Mr. J?
Number 10. The Bird's Gear. Right. Jam-packed with numerous action set pieces, it's fair to say Birds of Prey showcases a wide arsenal of unique weapons throughout the film. While it takes some time for Harley to use her signature baseball bat and mallet, she makes do with other insane weaponry like a grenade launcher that shoots beanbags and confetti. The box in which the team gets their gear before the final battle contains numerous references to Harley Quinn's past in comics and animated series. Of course, the gear that Black Canary, Huntress, and Renee Montoya all use throughout the film are totally in line with their source materials as well. Number 9. Roller Derby. Right. In Birds of Prey, Harley makes good use of her roller skates both on and off the roller derby track. But what you may not realize is that all of that stuff is taken directly from the comic books. When Harley makes the jump from villain to anti-hero in the DC comics, she tries to live a slightly more balanced life, and takes up roller derby as a hobby to let out aggression. In the movie, Harley also tears it up in roller derby, and makes good use of her roller skates during an action scene later in the film. We don't know if the movie version of Quinn took up roller derby before or after breaking up with Joker, but either way, it's a nice inclusion. Number 8. Harley's Joker obsession. Right.
Aw, come on, Puddin'. Don't you want to rev up your Harley? Vroom, vroom.
Margot Robbie was one of the few good things about 2016's Suicide Squad, but because the movie was such a mess, her relationship with the Joker felt really dumbed down.
You're
not leaving me. You're not leaving me!
When it comes to the Joker, Harley has no real agency over her own actions, which is a pretty big disservice, not only to her character, but because it also overly simplified a toxic relationship. Going back to her original appearance in the cartoons, Harley still made decisions on her own, and even went behind Mr. J's back from time to time. 2020's Birds of Prey does a fantastic job of displaying Harley's obsession with the Joker without making her one-dimensional. Number 7. No Oracle. Wrong. While this movie acts as both a Harley Quinn movie and an origin story for the Birds of Prey, there's one key member of the original comic lineup that's left out. The squad was originally started by Dinah Lance, also known as Black Canary, and one Barbara Gordon, who you might know as the daughter of Commissioner James Gordon, or by her superhero alter ego of Batgirl. This badass duo made their debut in 1995, and would later be joined by other comic book A-listers like Huntress and Lady Blackhawk. Whether Batgirl was left out in favor of her own standalone movie or to make room for Harley Quinn remains a mystery, but we hope to see this essential character in a future Birds of Prey movie lineup. Number 6. Harley's soft spot for children. Right. Harley Quinn does some evil stuff and does not shy away from torture, murder, beatings, etc., but she has always drawn the line with children, even if it came down to disobeying the Joker if the alternative was hurting a child. So Harley's overall character arc and treatment of Cassandra is very true to the source material. In the comics, Harley Quinn even has a daughter named Lucy, so her pseudo-adoption of Cassandra Cain is also right in line with the original character. No matter how you shake it, Harley isn't a truly evil person. She's manipulated and misunderstood. Number 5. Harley's bisexuality. Right. Harley may be deeply infatuated with the Clown Prince of Crime, also known as the Joker, but hardcore fans know that Quinn has a lesser-known fling with another DC villain. The film's animated opening shows us Harley Quinn's upbringing, making reference to a few romances in her early years. While talking about her time as a psychiatrist, we see her animated avatar fall in love with numerous unnamed cartoon characters, with the final fling being with a female. Harley has identified as bisexual in the comics before, most notably dating Poison Ivy. Now the Joker's out of the picture, could we see Harley go back to Ivy in the sequel? We can only hope.
Sorry. Harley Quinn, pleased to meet ya.
Number 4. The lineup. Right. You might wonder what a villainous character like Harley Quinn is doing alongside a roster of traditionally heroic characters, but Harleen Quinzel has appeared with the Birds of Prey in the comic world. Though she has never quite been an official member of the team, her usual squad, the Secret Six, has come face to face with the Birds of Prey on multiple occasions. This is echoed in the movie, as Quinn never fully becomes a member of the titular team. The rest of the Birds of Prey lineup remains pretty intact from the comics as well, with Black Canary and Huntress being regular members, while Renee Montoya has worked alongside them in the source material. Number 3. Cassandra Cain. Wrong. The biggest change from the source material to the movie is definitely Cassandra Cain. In the comics, Cassandra was raised by the League of Assassins, but left the group early on when she realized it wasn't in her to become a cold-blooded killer. Soon afterwards, she meets Commissioner Gordon and Batman, and becomes the new Batgirl. In the movie, Cassandra is a small-time pickpocket with no combat or assassination experience. The shift in her attitude and character origin might be frustrating to fans of her comic book counterpart, but at least the Birds of Prey movie makes reference to the comics by making Cassandra an orphan. In the comics, Orphan is one of the superhero names she takes on later in her career.
Where's Orphan?
Number 2. Renee Montoya and Huntress. Right. In the comic books, Renee is also a cop who loses her faith in the justice system and leaves the force to become a vigilante. She turns in her badge for 2 reasons. 1, she is constantly harassed for being openly gay, and 2, she loses faith in Gotham's corrupt justice system. In the Birds of Prey film, the character is still openly gay, but she is never harassed for it, and only leaves because the system prevents her from doing her job properly. Huntress's origin in the movie is also very true to the comics, almost identical in fact. For both versions of the character, she's the daughter of a mob boss whose entire family is killed, and she trains for many years to return to Gotham City as a vengeful vigilante. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Harley's personality. Big right. Margot Robbie takes Harley to even more bizarre and fantastic places with the character, further than in 2016 Suicide Squad. Robbie took a character that was already unhinged and pushed Harley to new heights that line up a lot more closely to the original cartoon character. At first, her antics in Birds of Prey may seem over the top, but everything from the wacky take-nothing-seriously hijinks to the movie's narration and even her fourth wall breaks are all very much on brand. Harley is a brilliant but chaotic and tortured individual who never holds back, and Robbie translates this to the silver screen with excellence.
Psychologically speaking, vengeance rarely brings the catharsis we hope for. Yeah.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.